Welcome students. Today we will start chapter Tracing Changes Through a Thousand Years from History portion. In this chapter we will see the pattern of changes in historical sources from 700 century to 1750 century. Actually time between 700 to 1750 is considered as a medieval history of India. Before I start the chapter, you need to know that Indian history is divided into three periods: ancient, medieval, and modern. In class 6, you have already learned about the ancient history of India, and in class 7, you will learn about the medieval history of India. So, let's start the chapter. As we start, we can see a picture of a map. If I tell you that it is a map of India, it is hard to believe, but it's true. This map of India was made by an Arab geographer Al-Idrisi in the year 1154. In this map, South India is where we would expect to find North India, and Sri Lanka is an island at the top. Place names are marked in Arabic. Till the 3rd century, this was the most accurate map used by the sailors. There is another map of India was made by French cartographer in the year 1720. This map is much accurate and covered the detailed of coastal area of India, and you are familiar with this map. This map is quite different from the map what Alidesi has made in 1154. Both the maps are equally important from the historical point of view. To understand the history, but after observing the two maps, we can understand the science of cartography had developed with the time. So, in the same way, other historical sources may also change by the time. So, historian was very careful when they used old things to study history because methods of making maps are different from time to time. To have a better understanding of changes, let's move to next topic: new and old terminologies. The significance, uses, and meanings of terminologies change over time. The term Hindustan was authored by Menzies Raj, a recorder who wrote Persian for regions around Punjab, Haryana, and the grounds amongst Ganga and Yamuna. In 14th century, writer Amir Khusro utilized the word Hind. During this time, a foreigner was any stranger who appeared in a village or city. In Hindi, the term Pardesi was utilized to depict an outsider. In Persian, it was called Ajnabi. Next topic is historians and their sources. Generally, historians were not there in that period. So, from where they can get the information? They got the information from different sources like coins, inscriptions, manuscript, architecture, textual records, etc. All these are the sources to know about the history. Textual records was the most important sources because in the textual records, the life of king, the wars, their achievements were written. In this period, like medieval period, the variety of texts were increased because in that time paper was cheaper and widely available. You need to know one more important thing, that is chronicles, which means chronicles are the historian's account of facts. And the first chronicler was Ziauddin Barani. He wrote his chronicles first in 1356 and another version 2 years later. The next topic is new social and political groups. There was large scale and variety of developments occurred over the period between 700 AD and 1750, which make it challenging for the historians to make it available for the study. New technologies in irrigation, agriculture, crafts and warfare appeared in the subcontinent. Traveling for trade and exploration also increased. Rajputs, a group of warriors who claimed Kshatriya status, gained in importance during this period. The Marathas, Sikh, Jat, Ahoms, and Kayasthas also became important. People were grouped into jatis or subcaste. They were ranked on the basis of their backgrounds and their occupations. Jatis formed their own rules and regulations to manage the conduct of their members. The next topic is region and empire. During this period, many dynasties emerged. Dynasties like the Cholas, Khaljis, Tughlaqs, and Mughals were able to build an empire. There were so many important battles between them. When the Mughal Empire declined in the 18th century, it causes the redevelopment of local states. Old and new religions. Religion was often closely associated with the social and economic organization of local communities. During this period, important changes occurred in Hinduism. They include the worship of new deities, royal patronage of temples. The teachings of Islam were also introduced through migrants and merchants. Muslims regard the Quran as their holy book and accept the sovereignty of the one God, Allah. Now, the last point of this chapter is time and historical periods. Time reflects changes in social and economic organization, in the persistence and transformation of ideas and beliefs. British historian divided Indian history into three periods: Hindu, Muslim, and British, based on the idea that the religion of rulers. And the modern historian focus on economic and social factors, dividing history into ancient, medieval, and modern period. Now, at the end of the conclusion, we can say that three periods: ancient, which is dominated by Hindu rulers; medieval period, which you will study in class 7, and medieval period is dominated by Muslim rulers; and modern period, which is dominated by British and East India Company. So, now this is all about the chapter. Thank you.